seasons, he just works on his game. He's a powerful kid who happens to be one of the league's best defensive players. Offensively, he can really shoot the ball. And when he first came into the league, that's something he couldn't do, but he might be the best two-way player in basketball.
Don't miss the KBLA Sports Minute weekdays and Out of Bounds weekends only on KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about.
We fly, no lie, you know this.
Yo, I come from a small city where nothing is handed. Took my talents and made them work for me, look where I landed. I know a lot of those out there really don't want me having it. They just mad that I'm creeping on them and they had advantage. You see, when my voice is on, I let my voice be the change. Put it in these communities, let it give them some range. Let them know that they got a shot at anything they want. And it ain't all about the teaching, but really how they responded. And here on KBLA Talk 1580, we gon' get into it. The whole world will smile out of your media. The others tell it, but they choose. Got some limits, got some limits. We got that food for soul, now what they feeding you. Black lives matter all the time. Yeah, let's talk about it. About the school to prison pipeline. Yeah, let's talk about it. Police brutality out of line. Yeah, let's talk about it. All these thoughts running through my mind. We gotta talk about it. I am unapologetically progressive in efforts to fight for the people. Gotta exercise our voting rights and then push the needle. I'm walking tall, cause I know that y'all expect me to lead. Gotta get what I need, that's social reform, that's prison reform. I'm highly informed, don't put down a pen, I got a list. I can't resist, I preach it till I talk with a list. And who you know gon' give it to you like this? And here on KBLA Talk 1580, we gon' get it. The whole world will smile out of your media. The others tell it, but they choose. Got some limits, got some limits. We got that food for soul, now what they feeding you. Black lives matter all the time. Yeah, let's talk about it. About the school to prison pipeline. Yeah, let's talk about it. Police brutality out of line. Yeah, let's talk about it. All these thoughts running through my mind. We gotta talk about it.
Yeah, man, let's talk about it. We got a lot to talk about right here. KBLA Talk 1580. Welcome to the Danny Morrison Show, the whole 9 of the nighttime, right at 9. Tonight is controversial. Yeah, I already know. Just taking a peek at my people posting within my threads on social media and digging into my DMs tells me that tonight is going to be a high energy and fun ride for show. Buckle up. Ladies, let me preface this entire conversation by saying that I'm old school. A hopeless romantic. Yeah, I still believe in flowers. I still believe in poetry. I still believe in opening car doors for you. As a matter of fact, I still believe in opening every door for you. Real talk. I still believe in paying for meals, as long as I can break out a coupon or my EBT card on occasion. I still
No judgment.
I still believe in good morning and good night text messages, and I still believe in jumping off the grid in total isolation and devoting all of my time I can to you and me away from civilization even more. And I don't mean to get off on a rant and sound like a makeshift Hallmark card, but I believe that a man should spend his days showing a woman that he's worthy of being immersed within her love. His job may not be to make her happy, but his job is to help her find and sustain her happiness. And if his woman is struggling with some facet of her own journey, it is not only his duty, I believe it is his responsibility to do everything in his power to help her overcome whatever obstacle she may be facing. She should be the Bonnie to his Clyde, the yin to his yang, the chicken to his waffles. And don't make, I gotta get through it. And you'll know when you've achieved a loving and successful union because both people are working in concert with one another to smooth out the edges while navigating within this life. At least that's the way I see it. And that's why I feel I am overly qualified to have this conversation with you all tonight. Because if I'm willing to adhere to traditional relationship expectations, I don't think it's unfair to ask for a little tradition in return. You see, an article scrolled down my timeline on Twitter today and forced me to change up tonight's topic of conversation and bring you this one instead. It was an article entitled, "Who is Cooking?" And it illustrated a study that examined home cooking using nationally representative data and linear regression from 2003 to 2016. To examine changes in the percentage of adults ages 18 to 65 who cook and their time spent cooking with interactions to tests for differential changes by demographic variables of gender, education, and race and ethnicity. And the results were rather interesting, yet to me, unsurprising. The study found that cooking increased overall from 2003 to 2016. The percent of college-educated men cooking increased from 37.9% in 2003 to 51.9% in 2016. Wow. Men with less than a high school education who cooked did not change. 33.2%. College-educated women who cook increased from 64.7% in 2003 to 68.7% in 2016. Now, women with less than a high school education had no change, 72.3%. However, women with less education spend more time cooking per day than high-educated women, right? But the reverse was true for men. Among men, the percentage who cook increased with all race and ethnic groups except for non-Hispanic blacks. Yeah, both men and women. Non-Hispanic blacks had the lowest percentage who cooked, and non-Hispanic others spent the greatest amount of time cooking. In other words, African-American men and women spent less time cooking than any other racial group in the study. That was surprising to me a little bit. Well, duh, because we kind of already knew, right? Or did we? But here's my Danny Mo Show diagnosis, okay? You see, over the last 25 years, America has made tremendous strides in blurring the lines between what is considered to be a man's responsibilities and what is considered to be a woman's responsibilities. Quiet as kept. Some may even believe that America has blurred the lines on what it even means to be a man or a woman entirely, but that's a whole different conversation, not for tonight. But in order to give you the full scope of where I'm coming from, I need to once again load you all back into my KBLA time machine. Come on, Andy, blaze that up. Let's go. Come on. Woo! Let me see. I'm going to take y'all back, way back in time. 1,580 gigawatts, you know what I'm saying? This time, I'm going to take y'all back to around 1965. All right? Bonanza was the #1 show on TV, right? The #1 movie at the box office was Julie Andrews and The Sound of Music, right? And this song was the #1 song on the Billboard charts, blazing up radios all across the country. Listen. Yeah, I can't help myself. Sugar Pie Honey Punch from the Four Tops provided the soundtrack to a sharp-dressed population of people, which found ladies wearing pillbox hats like Jackie Kennedy and rocking miniskirts with psychedelic prints and neon colors and mismatched patterns. Pow! Fire! And the fellows were wearing some slim-fitting, single-breasted continental-style suits and skinny ties with an occasional pork pie hat to match. Splash! You know all about that being in fashion up there. Back when the man's role was to provide financial support as the breadwinner of the family. Back when men worked outside the home while the women worked inside the home. Back when women were viewed as the nurturer and caretaker of the children and the man was seen as a disciplinarian. Back when boys played with Tonka trucks and G.I. Joe and women played with roller skates and Barbie dolls. And back when the man was the head of household and fought hard to protect the health and welfare of his family. Now, to be fair, it's wonderful that progress has been made regarding gender roles in American society. Women have been relegated to being homemakers and baby makers was not only unfair back then, but it was downright chauvinistic. Although women are still severely underpaid in 2022, they have eclipsed men in the business world in a number of industries, skill sets, and categories. But in my opinion, there is one skill that today's women don't seem to have anymore that I wish was still universally accepted. Ladies and gentlemen, that skill is the ability to cook. Yeah, cooking. I know it sounds so simple and so superficial and even a touch cliched and sexist, but a woman that knows how to cook knows the way to a man's heart. That's why there's an old adage that even says the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And there's another more crass version that references keeping his belly full and, another part of his body empty. But that's a family show. But I digress. American women have obviously made transformational and generational strides and deserve to leave the cooking in the kitchen behind, but I would be lying if I said that I didn't miss a good woman cooking a good meal in the midst of a good relationship on behalf of the person she has officially proclaimed her good man. And allow me to give you my personal assessment of the situation on why I believe women aren't cooking anymore. Women may in fact, which may in fact prompt Roger's probably on line one right now, to call this show immediately. Prepare, Roger. I'm setting it up for you. I believe a large part of it goes back to taking the trades and arts out of school. Home economics is now a thing of the past. In a lot of cases, the schools were the first place where children learned to use cooking utensils. Secondly, grandmas were known to teach their daughters how to cook. Those mothers would then pass those skills down to their own daughters. As a matter of fact, mothers would teach their daughters back in the day that you ain't no good to no man if you don't know how to cook. And lastly, the media did its damage. Rising with the new wave of independent women was a new wave of women empowerment messaging on TV. Mary Tyler Moore, Maude, Murphy Brown, Alice. The same thing happened in music. Aretha Franklin, Dusty Springfield, Janis Joplin, Tina Turner, Diana Ross, Joni Mitchell, Dolly Parton, Nancy Sinatra. Boots are made for walking. For decades, women that were expected to devote their lives to the household and family were now free to do big things in the business world too. But with all that being said, I just love a woman that can cook. A woman that can blaze up a 4-course meal. A woman that can cook a meal from scratch without using the freaking microwave, by the way. I believe that it's a talent that was taken for granted for far too long, but I'm hopeful that it can make a comeback at some point in the near future. In conclusion, I recognize the entirety of Black America appears to be praising Minister Louis Farrakhan's spirited defense of Kyrie and Kanye earlier today, but I want the Black women listening right now to keep that same energy on what the minister said about them approximately 4 years ago in regard to this topic tonight. Listen.
Your children driving you out of your mind. Take me to Mickey D's. You lazy woman. You don't want to get in a damn kitchen and cook, so you bring your children to these fast food places, killing them and yourself because you're too damn lazy and trifling to cook again.
I'm just telling you
Who the hell wants a woman with a good shape and a fat behind that don't know how to prepare no food for her husband and her children? To hell with a woman like that. Your grandmother knew how to cook. You know how to make a baby but don't know how to cook food. You know how to shake your behind but don't know how to rattle some eggs in a pan.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
And for those asking, yes, okay, I can cook myself. I do all the time. And no, it's not a woman's responsibility to cook all the meals in the house anymore. I agree. All I'm asking is that a woman be willing to adhere to traditional gender roles on a few things with me, without the politically correct mob getting involved. A man like me wooing a woman being receptive to my advances, a man asking a woman out, a woman accepting, a man taking a woman out for dinner and a movie, a woman joining him again, a woman then asking a man to come by for dinner when she cooked, and a man accepting. Come on! Old school traditions, modern day romance. Some things are just okay staying the same, But that's just me. Tell me what you think, LA. Ladies, you know how to cook? Start lying. Stop it!
No, Daddy. No.
What? You're not gonna ride with me tonight? You go, don't try to leave me out by myself. Don't try to leave me out by myself tonight. Fellas, do you want a woman that can cook? Do you need a woman that can cook? Huh? Do you know any women under 40 that can cook? Keep it real. And lastly, if a woman can't cook, is that a deal breaker? Holla at your boy. Your voice has changed. Your voice of community. Your voice is on. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800, don't you leave me out by myself tonight. 920-1580. You can also stream us via the brand new KBLA streaming app on your app store, iOS or Android. It don't matter. That same app allows you to send me your questions and comments that I will answer live at different intervals throughout the broadcast. Plus, like, share, and follow your favorite radio station live on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at KBLA 1580. Feel free to follow me at Danny Mo Show on those same platforms too. Plus, me and my nighttime partner in crime that is abandoning me already, and we ain't even got started yet, Robin Ayers. We'll take your comments by the ecosystem of our social network. Check this out. When we come forward, I got a good 7 series to add to the topic of conversation. We are 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving. And there's a bunch of men listening that would love for their women to cook Thanksgiving herself instead of relying on her mama to do the dirty work. But he's afraid to say it. I'm going to say it for him tonight. Fellas, I'm saying it for you. But ladies, if you do try to cook this year, my 7 series may help you complete your mission. That's why my 7 series tonight is 7 things every black woman should know how to cook. According to singleblackmale.org, okay? There was a list of 25 options on their website, but I snagged my favorite 7, and we'll have some fun with them tonight. You game?
I'm game.
I know you game. Add to the conversation with phone calls when we come forward. Welcome to the Danny Morrison Show. It's a Thursday night on Unapologetically Progressive KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about. Let's rock. Come on.
From Bakersfield to Los Angeles. Like George and Weezy, Danny Morrison is moving on up at KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580, putting the spotlight on culture and community. The Rodney King Foundation works in the community to promote positive race relations and achieve social justice. The foundation provides advocacy, educational scholarship. The Rodney King Foundation seeks a world of hope, tolerance, and social justice, where divisiveness has been overcome and all people live together peacefully and harmoniously. Executive Director, Founder, Laura King is striving to enhance the community's self-esteem, health, social services, and social justice locally and worldwide. The foundation is dedicated to continuing the message of Laura's father, the great Rodney King, to promote peace and #Get Along. For more information, please visit rodneyking.org or call 626-541-2907. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Finding the right Medicare plan? Oof, no easy feat. Kind of like those dances my granddaughter loves making me do. But then I found Walgreens Find Direct's coverage. Lets you compare plans online. Low-cost copays. I can get down with that. Medicare annual enrollment ends December 7th. Find a plan that's right for you at walgreens.com/Medicare.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that when we fight, we win. Community Coalition trains activists and organizers in order to support power building with Black, Brown, Indigenous, and people of color. Community Coalition works to help transform the social and economic conditions in South LA that foster addiction, crime, violence, and poverty by building a community institution that involves thousands in creating, influencing, and changing public policy. Founded by Karen Bass in 1990, Community Coalition was born as an African American and Latino organization with the goal of turning hopelessness and despair into action. The activism of the Community Coalition's members and community residents has almost solely stimulated economic recovery in South LA for decades, generating billions of dollars by redirecting them to South LA schools and foster care. In addition, Community Coalition offers amazing mind and has a robust and active membership body. To become a member, get a referral, or get support for your nonprofit, visit CocoSouthLA.org. That's CocoSouthLA.org or call 323-750-9087. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Real talk, real time, the gospel truth. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
We are streaming live on YouTube as we speak. The poll is up. We want to know, do you buy my statistics that black women are least likely to cook? And we're also broadcasting live from Lamert Park. I'm not here to tell you how to think, but I am here to tell you what to think about. We black in the spot. Another episode of the Danny Morrison Show. KBLA Talk 1580. First on the scene, so fresh and so clean. Let's check in with the queen. I mean, come on, Andy, let's go.
She's your
what?
queen.
Come and get some food.
That's a good one.
That was a heater, huh?
That was a good one. Yeah, I liked it.
Goody Ma. We got to play that by the end of the night, Andy. You know we got to blaze up. I was thinking on the way in, I was like, how many food songs can you name?
I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. It's funny that was the little song that they played underneath Farrakhan's. Did you get that?
I didn't catch that though.
I think it's the instrumental version of it.
Oh no, was he?
He ripped those women, and I say those because he wasn't talking to me.
He sure wasn't talking to you.
He wasn't. So, my goodness gracious, he went in.
When I saw it, I was like, hey, that can't be real.
Yeah, no, he went in.
Baby, he wasn't playing.
Yeah. And that was 4
years ago. And all these black women today are on Twitter like, yeah, Farrakhan broke it down for Kyrie and Kanye. I'm like, if I put this out there, y'all going to agree with a man? Or he just good today?
Good question.
We going to pick and choose when we want to agree? I heard it and I went, that's about right.
When you heard his message?
That's about right. You disagree?
It's okay. It's not the message per se. It's not the message. It was the delivery. It was very harsh delivery.
Farrakhan.
Yeah, I know, but it's the delivery. You know.
I agree.
Yeah.
He uses verbiage that you go.
Similarly, when Kim Burrell was saying certain things, right? It's like what you're saying. Okay, could be some truth in it, but how you're delivering it, that's where it gets, nice, nasty. You know, those kind of like jabs and stuff that we were talking about is the same type of thing here.
She's got a history associated with being disrespectful to certain groups of people.
And
I don't think he does to black people. I don't think he puts us down very often.
Okay.
You think Farrakhan comes out?
I think that I'm talking about delivery.
Okay. Well, that's consistent.
Very much consistent. To me, my whole message is about delivery.
Right.
Not necessarily. I feel like you can say anything to anybody. It's just how you say it.
That is so true.
Yeah.
You ever heard a British person? They could call you anything, but with that accent, you go, you know what? That sounds right. They call you the N-word. You go, you know what? It's so sweet that you call me the N-word. Just the way you said it.
Not quite, but
okay, maybe that's it. What's going on with the Raw Report tonight?
We've got a special guest coming in studio tonight, Jessica Rose. She is really, really, really funny. She's a comedian. She's a single mother, and she's kind of combined the two of those for her following. And she makes fun of that baby fathers. I'll say she makes a little bit of fun of.
I'm not saying baby daddies. I hate the term.
Oh, okay.
Baby daddies.
So you don't like baby mamas either?
Well, that ain't my man. That's just my baby daddy. I hate that.
But do you like baby mamas?
I don't like either.
Okay. So you prefer baby mother?
No, I prefer that's the mother of my son.
Okay. Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all. It's your preference.
And remember that song? That's my baby dad. Remember that? Who that is?
Yeah. That's just my baby. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. I hear you.
But I cannot wait to talk to her. That's going to be a great interview. Coming up, Raw Report coming up at the top of the hour. In the meantime and in between time. By the way, don't forget, in the third hour, we got through our upon further review clips last night. Although we didn't get to the braids one.
We didn't do the braids. You really just don't want to talk about it, is what it really is.
I don't mind, even though in my head right now, you see me wearing this thing looking like a cafeteria worker. Go to YouTube and see what I'm talking about. I'm ready to feed you some green beans right now with this thing on my head. You know what I'm saying? But we got some more upon further review clips that extend the conversation of conversations that we've touched on recently on the Danny Mo Show tonight. The first clip is a clip featuring an emotional John Sally, who is describing how the highlighting of Kanye West always occurs when the system is trying to distract us from something else. You buy that? The clip, and we'll see. The second clip features a Debo Vision talking about how the killing of Takeoff is signaling that the streets are done. Finished. He says these cats out here thinking it's fashionable and even profitable to still be glamorizing that street life. Them days is done. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
And the last one is about Generation X on how we know what we are talking about because we've been through it all. We are basically the bridge between the boomers and the millennials, so we should be seen as the best at being able to assess. I agree with that, too, by the way. Upon further review clips, all coming up in the third hour after the Raw Report. Can I get something off my chest before the bottom of the hour?
Sure.
I'm not sleeping.
You're not sleeping?
At all. Trish.
Why?
I don't know. Give me some advice. I need my listeners or whoever to give me some advice.
Are you drinking too many of these
drinks?
Let's
not even look at. We don't even have to look
at that. No, that is what it is, Danny Morrison.
We don't have to look at my C4. That has nothing to do with it.
It's called C4.
It's kind of like a double-edged sword because I need this to bring y'all a fire show every night, but it's stopping me from getting my sleep that I need.
Yes,
so
you have to stop drinking that. You have to readjust your sleeping schedule, your pattern. Stop with the drinks. First of all, let me just make something clear super quickly.
Come on, you got a minute.
Yeah, my energy is enough to keep you awake at night. So you don't need it from 9 to midnight. So what are you trying to say?
Did y'all hear this just now? Did y'all hear her try to say that she is the conduit to making this show go? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I'm saying you don't need it for our show. So, right? At least not all the time, not every day.
On Monday, I'm not going to use one. And I'm going to come in here, y'all going to be like, somebody go take Danny a C4.
Okay, so you go from what, 3, 4 a week?
Yeah, every time I do this show.
Okay, every single time. Okay, so what we're going to work on eventually is getting you to 1 a week.
Okay, so we're going to wean off of C4?
Yes, this is the new goal. Yep. It's been settled.
There's a family member tells me that I should consider sleeping pills, and I won't.
Not initially.
I'm terrified of them.
Yeah, I think there are other steps you can take before sleeping pills.
A friend of mine sent me. I guess there's a vegetarian alternative that you can take, and I don't know what they're called, but they look like they were for women. I was like, what is this, Massengill? What is this you sent me? Speaking of which, terrible segue, but I'll say it anyway. We were talking about last night the red bag that hung in our mom's bathroom from the shower.
Did you wait?
And I couldn't think of the name. About it? I think it was Good Day and Blessing sent me a message.
Oh, okay.
You know what that thing was called?
What?
The douche bag. That's where that term comes from.
Oh.
That's where that term comes from.
That's crazy.
And we
have it all over your mouth.
My mama don't even know.
She knows now. She knows now. That is, oof.
I'm just saying it is. When we come forward, are we still on? We would jump into the 7 Series, 1-800-920-1580, 1-800-920-1580. Danny Mo Show Thursday night, as you can tell. KBLA Talk 1580, we got a lot to talk about. Stay there.
Nighttime is the right time for Danny Morrison on KBLA Talk 1580, 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Tropical storm Nicole is hitting parts of northern Florida and southern Georgia with heavy rain. Nicole has weakened since making landfall in Florida as a Category 1 hurricane on Thursday. Officials in Florida are warning residents to stay safe as the storm moves through. 2 more top Twitter executives are resigning. On Thursday, 2 executives working in the security and privacy division of Twitter quit after Elon Musk's first company meeting. The news comes just hours after Twitter's chief information security officer also quit. There are at least 400,000 midterm election votes that still need to be counted in Arizona. That's according to officials in the Grand Canyon state. The race for governor remains and Republican Kari Lake. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
In these inflationary times, you need a good value, especially when it comes to fuel. Lava Propane gives you 2 extra pounds more than other companies who short fill. You get more gas for the same cash. With the holidays coming, it's time to check propane tank levels. Visit lavapropane.com for value and location.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
After hearing that WNBA star Brittany Griner has been transferred to a Russian prison colony, President Biden said he will intensify efforts to bring Griner home. The U.S. and Russian governments have had discussions about a prisoner exchange. A prisoner exchange appears to be the best solution to secure Griner's release. Griner is serving a 9-year sentence for alleged drug possession. Nike founder Phil Knight said it is unlikely he will renew Nike's endorsement deal with Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving. Last Friday, Knight suspended all deals and product lines with Irving. The separation from Nike will cost Irving $11 million a year. Irving is serving a 5-game suspension from the Nets for promoting an anti-Semitic documentary on his Twitter page. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. By MVP accident attorneys. When it comes to your settlement, we're slam dunk. Call 833-MVP-WINS or check their website at themvp.com for free case review.
If you're the victim of a car accident, call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review.
Call on me, your MVP. They're playing basketball.
Hi, I'm Ray Richardson. The NBA is back, and everybody is talking about what to expect this year. Here's the logo, Laker legend Jerry West on KBLA Talk 1580, talking about LA Clippers superstar Kawhi Leonard.
Oh my gosh, he's a stud, man. He really is. And watching him work out is pretty interesting because he is so dedicated. He goes out there for an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, and he does the same thing almost every day. He does not play in the off season. He just works on his game. He's a powerful kid who happens to be one of the league's best defensive players. Offensively, he can really shoot the ball. And when he first came into the league, that's something he couldn't do, but he might be the best two-way player in basketball.
Don't miss the KBLA Sports Minute weekdays and Out of Bounds weekends only on KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about.
You know this.
You're the victim of a car accident. Who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
Did you know fixing outdoor leaks can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day? Even tiny leaks can be huge water wasters. Conserving water starts with a few simple water-saving actions at home and in your yard, like adjusting your sprinklers and adding drip irrigation so you water only where it's needed. We can all do our part to conserve water. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more water-saving tips. Save water, save California.
It's pro time because at Lowe's, it's Provember. Save big with inventory you can count on, like Flex products or DeWalt power tools starting at just $99. Plus, Lowe's MVPs members earn up to 3 times bonus points per dollar on select items. Save all Provember long. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. MVP's Pro Rewards Program. Terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty Terms. Subject to change. Prices valid from 10/17/22 to 2/3/23 or until supplies last. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
There it is, right there. Goody Mob, come on.
My old boy from the point, but I'm from Southwest. And every now when I get put to the test, but I can't be stopped, cause I gotta come through. Ain't got no gun, but I got my crew. Didn't come for no beef, cause I don't eat steak. I gotta play the soul food, chicken, rice, and gravy. Not covered in too much, drinking a cup of punch. Tropical every last Thursday of the
Daddy
month.
put the hot grits on my chest in the morning. When I was sick, Mary had the hot soup on it, didn't know why, but it felt so good.
You guys heard CeeLo Green first on the phone?
Now I'm full of some shit, got some soul on black.
It's coming up right now.
My brain and haven't stopped learning yet. Mojo's got my phone sweat. Celery and blue cheese on my menu list. Till I steal. Die face crews around me like cancer. Thrill. You were secondhand obstacles, but only to me. Not the worst, plus I'm getting pimped by this pimp in his jacket from Optimus. Laughing, sit up, clown.
Don't talk to me like that. Here it is right here. Watch this.
And you ain't hard trick.
Listen close to what he says.
It's such a blessing when my eyes get to see the sunrise. I'm ready to begin. Another chance to get further away from where I've been, but I never forget. Everything I went through, I appreciate this. Because if I had a win that took the ease away, wouldn't be the strong that I am today. Everything that I did, different things I was told, just ended up being food for my soul.
Oh, it's in his second verse, huh? Okay. He has that song up. He talks about how we have been conditioned to eat this type of food because white people have done it to us. They pretty much forced this food on us, and we've made it a delicacy. And I think the term he uses was, he says, them crackers think they slick, is what he says, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's some truth to it, though.
No, that's all true.
Yeah.
And it's just like us black people, we'll make anything magical. Hand us anything, we're going to make it pop. Let's go to the phones. Imran wants to give me some advice. I need it, man. Imran, give me your height, your color, and your hood, my man.
Hey, 5'10", Mama said knock you out, Black.
Come on!
Gardena.
Come on!
That's what you need right there.
I use that song in the verses, and they were making fun of me, saying that wasn't a strong song, believe it or not.
Man, they're just hating on LL. They hating on LL. That's all.
No, it wasn't. No, they are not hating on LL. I love LL. He just tried to put it up.
It was you?
Yes, it was against me, and my song won in that battle because he tried to put it up. I forgot what it was up against, but he lost, and he's still salty about it.
I got to think about it. What song? Ooh.
Yeah, usually y'all pretty legit on there.
I'm always winning, but we just
that's just a lie. Bullshit lie.
So
the only problem I had with y'all was when y'all did Stevie Wonder, none of y'all picked "Living for the City," and that's his signature song. That song right there is what it really is all about. Y'all pick like
Overjoyed,
and Isn't She Lovely? I mean, that's cool, but "Living for the City," man, I mean that's with a bullet right there. My sister's black.
You see,
and she is so pretty.
You think Living for the City is better than Overjoyed? You're right.
Yeah, you're crazy. But yeah, man, I was saying, like I said, I know you don't do the edible because I know his boy Donamichi was doing it, and I was like, nah, it's some from the herb that you don't mess with. You don't drink or do none of that.
I'm totally clean.
Which is cool. And I want to give you points, man. I was sleepy, but I heard you talking to Clipper Darrell. Even though we lost, you still hung in there firm and strong, man. And that's what we got to do as Laker fans. We can't give up the fight.
Listen,
we're going to switch this thing. We're going to switch this thing.
Me and Andy are true Laker fans. Now, I'm reading the rumor wire today, and Bradley Beal is being discussed right now, and we need that cat. The question is, what you gonna give up? Who you gonna give up to get him? Everybody's saying, AD, get up out of here. I don't know. What you think?
We need more than Bradley Beal. I mean, AD bringing more than Bradley Beal, even though he's injured. He's better than Bradley Beal. So you better throw some draft picks in there or something else. But we should have made that deal a long time ago. I hate we let old boy get to Chicago and didn't get him. Yeah, man. But we keep up the fight. We stay strong. Even though I'm not a fan, Kobe till I join him. He's all we got.
Yeah, well,
so we can't, ain't nothing we can say that. But Jeannie A, she won a championship. Well, a lot of people didn't even win one. She got that one real quick.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have given Rob Pelinka that extension. That was too much.
No, but he brought a championship when nobody else got one. The Clippers still wish they had one.
That's still
and they say, that was They said that was in the bubble, though. They said that was in the bubble. They raised his hand at the end of the game.
Yeah.
That's all I know. He got a championship. He got a ring. You can say what you want to about it.
Yeah, we sitting there talking. This ain't sports radio, man. You got to check us out on the
Oh,
weekend.
yeah. I know.
But you said, back on topic here, you said that I got to take some NyQuil, it says there on the screen. Can you take NyQuil and it not be, what's the right word I'm saying? Is NyQuil only for when you have the flu? Can you take NyQuil only to go to sleep? I thought it was for
I don't know, Robert, what you think? I want to get her involved in this now.
None of us are doctors, but you know, they say that if you want to,
sitting on some scissor.
Yeah, they say that if you want to go to sleep or put your kids to sleep, you know, or help them get to sleep, that you should give them. Well, first of all, this is not. They do have certain measures for kids when drinking NyQuil, so stop looking at me like that.
Send all emails to Robin.
Right.
So I'm just saying that it does have like you know, some sort of like sleep aid, I guess, in there.
Yeah, codeine, some metacodine or something like that. Because you know, my mama, when we was kids, she put that little whiskey around the rim and let us, you know, bite on that when we was kids and knock the hell on out. She said she wasn't dealing with it.
I thought that was for teething.
Oh, is that what it was for?
I heard that it was for teething.
That's what she said.
I just know she did it to my baby brother, and we wasn't having it. We wasn't gonna stay up all night. You know.
Y'all was drunk.
We're not gonna stay up all night, mama. A million mamas would be locked up right now if that was the case. So, but it worked. It worked.
From my whoopings alone, my mother be doing 10 to 15 right now. Trust me, man.
Yeah. Just like feeding the baby when they ain't got no teeth. They say they just give them baby food. Mama said, no, you give that baby some grits or mashed potatoes and they'll stop screaming. And everybody said, no, you can't give them that. You can't give them that. It worked. You know, so that's all I know about it. That's all I know about it.
I appreciate you.
All right. Hey, good luck to you, brother. I hope that, you know, everything work out. Get that sleep, man.
I'm trying to. Give him callers tonight, by the way, just because. It's Thursday night. We're having fun tonight. Appreciate you. Have a good one, all right?
Hey, you too, brother. Take it easy. Have a great weekend. Yep.
Appreciate you, man. You know what? Let's just roll right into the 7th series, Andy. Come on, let's go.
One topic, 7 answers. It's time for the 7th series on KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
7 things every black woman should know how to cook. You want to join the discussion, you know what to do. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. 7 things every black woman should know how to cook. Number 1, homemade macaroni and cheese. And I did say homemade. Look, I love the Kraft macaroni and cheese, shells of cheese. But can you make macaroni and cheese from scratch? The kind that you dip a ladle into the pot and the cheese gets so attached to it, you got to walk all the way over to the doorway and use like some scissors to break it off. That kind of mac and cheese, huh? And that's the first thing every black woman should know how to cook. Do you know how to cook?
That's a fact. Yes, of course I know how to make mac and cheese. Homemade mac and cheese.
We haven't had any. You think you bring something in for your boy? You know what I'm saying? Here, number 2. Good, fluffy grits and eggs. Look, I'm not a grits guy. Are you?
Yes, I am.
I want you to tell me about it. But I eat eggs constantly. But I also know a bunch of brothers that love some grits. That being said, a man wants a woman that is willing to do 2 things well in the morning. What? I haven't even said it. What do you guys say?
What, Danny? What, Danny?
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Why are you looking at me?
Know how to get down for breakfast and know how to get down, but we ain't gonna get into specifics. It's a family show. That's the second thing that every black woman should know how to cook.
Yes, and definitely personally grits, eggs, like some sort of meat has to be involved, like turkey sausage, bacon, or something like that. But cheese grits. Cheese grits are amazing in my family.
What are grits?
You don't eat grits anyway, so what are you about?
Is it corn? What is it? It's like
a
wheat,
grain.
right?
Yeah, some sort of grain. I don't.
It's got to be wheat then.
It's not, but it's not cream of wheat because it's not. So I don't think it's a wheat. I think it's a someone. Good day and blessings. Look us up.
You know, good day. Like, okay, you been wanting some more Christmas.
She's gonna be like, I got you.
It originated in him. We love you, sweetie. We kid. When we come forward, we continue the discussion. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about. Stay there.
From Bakersfield to Los Angeles, like George and Weezy, Danny Morrison is moving on up at KBLA Talk 1580.
It's the holiday season. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News. Some things to look forward to this holiday season. Whitney fans, Whitney Houston's estate to release fragrance in her honor, reportedly marking one of the for the late singer. Available through the Home Shopping Network, Scent Beauty, and even Walmart by mid-November. And fans are also thrilled to see the Best Man franchise back on screen. This time as a limited series debuting in December on Peacock. I just love the holidays. What are you most excited about this season? Tweet us to let us know at KBLA 1580, #KBlackMinuteHoliday.
Roll out. The all-new Gardena Nissan is proud to be a partner of KBLA, and right now, during their fall sales event, 0 down delivers any new or pre-owned car at Gardena Nissan. They're located conveniently on Redondo Beach Boulevard at Western, and they specialize in helping folks out who have no credit, bad credit, bankruptcies, or repos. The folks at Gardena Nissan will take fantastic care of you and help you get into the car you need and deserve at a spectacular price. Visit them today or shop online at GardenaNissan.com. The all-new Gardena Nissan is proud to be a partner of KBLA, and right now, during their fall sales event, 0 down delivers any new or pre-owned car at Gardena Nissan. For the best deals, log on to GardenaNissan.com. 0 down Nissan.com. Roll out.
The Los Angeles Urban League helps African American and others in underserved communities achieve true social parity, economic self-reliance, and civil rights. For over 100 years, Los Angeles Urban League has ensured our communities have access to careers with living wages, opportunities to start and grow businesses, and clear pathways to personal and professional growth. Programs like BizCamp, Construction Career Academy, Spa Business Ready, and B-Warp. The Black Wealth Attainment and Retention Program are examples of the ongoing events designed to make our centennial mission to rebuild Black Wall Street right here in LA a reality. To sign up for our newsletter or to support the Los Angeles Urban League with your time, talents, and donations, visit laul.org. That's laul.org. The Los Angeles Urban League is a proud sponsor of Urban Family Focus, Saturdays at 7 a.m. on KBLA Talk 1580.
If Black Lives Matter, make black votes count. Vote by November 8th. Long lines, voter roll purges, voter identification laws, voter intimidation, felony disenfranchisement, polling place closures, early elections, partisan redistricting, partisan Supreme Court rulings, invalidation of the Voting Rights Act. Vote on or by November 8th. If Black Lives Matter, make black votes count. Tamir Rice, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Heather Heyer, Emmett Till, Medgar Evers, Jimmy Lee Jackson, Fred Hampton, Schwerner, Goodman, and Cheney, Viola Louisu, Fannie Lou Hamer, John Lewis. They rest in power. Make their memory and power when you vote on or by November 8th. If you believe Black Lives Matter, then make black votes count.
Paid for by the African American Voter Registration, Education, and Participation Project. Real talk, real time, the gospel truth. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm getting all kind of messages on me not being able to sleep. Shout out to Shanae, said I should use melatonin. I tried it. It doesn't work. Zell says, I think if you must drink them, I understand. I drink coffee. Maybe start drinking earlier, like at 8 p.m., then move to 7 p.m., then 6 p.m.
That's true. That's a great point.
Yeah, maybe wean myself off that way. So that way the effects won't keep you up all night. That's really, really smart. It's not a bad idea. And Sherelle said it's called hominy grain.
Hominy grain?
Is
okay, so I said a grain.
You did. You got that.
don't know what that is. I've never heard of it.
Have you ever had menudo?
It's the same thing.
The white stuff is hominy.
Yeah.
So is that just ground up hominy grits?
Maybe.
But isn't that corn?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
We suck.
We'll have to look at it.
Somebody, good day, Blessings, where you at? We wait for you. But let's jump back into the 7 series real quick. Here we are doing 7 things every black woman should know how to cook. We are up to number 3, fried chicken or fish. It's kind of a no-brainer, isn't it?
Fried chicken and fish.
Fried chicken or fish.
Okay.
Let me be honest. I've been married and I've dated a ton, and I know very few women that actually know how to make fried chicken or fish. I don't know if it's a seasoning thing, a breading thing, where you buy your fish thing. I don't know. Most women I know don't know how to blaze up those 2 things. That's why my new air fryer is everything.
Well, here's the other part. Think about health-wise. We've gotten healthier from way back when fried chicken was all we made, right? All we had. We grew up with the fish fry every single Friday in my family.
Every single Friday?
Every single Friday at my grandparents' house.
Fried fish.
Fried fish. It was crab. It was shrimp. It was, the French fries and fried fish. Literally every Friday. I'm saying, I don't know, but they still occasionally get down like that. But I think just as a society, we've gotten a lot healthier. So I don't think people are frying things as much, or they're doing healthier options like the air fryer or something like that.
Which changed my life, by the way.
But I do agree that we should know how to at least fry the fish or chicken.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. I don't fry my fish anymore, but I'd like to know. I like someone who knows how. Be able to devein and clean shrimp. This one made me laugh. Why? Because I thought I was the only brother out there that needs my shrimp deveined. I'm not trying to see the boo-boo.
That's nasty.
Of Sebastian under the sea.
That's crazy.
From his booty.
Don't name him. This is really disgusting.
Under the sea. I'm not trying to see what is nasty under his booty.
Oh no.
And that is the 4th thing every black woman should know.
That's a fact, though. I do not like that. And furthermore, please, restaurants. What do you mean? How you gonna deliver my plate and it has the vein? I don't like that at all. You have to be careful whose shrimp you eat.
It's cheaper that way. You know that, right? That's why they do it.
Because it's less labor, I guess. Yeah.
Here's number 5. Pancakes or waffles?
Obviously.
Very important. And you can use whatever concoction you choose, boxed or scratch. But here's the kicker. Do you know when to flip the pancake? And what color is the pancake when you take it from the pan? And also, will you cook it in? And does it stay intact when it's placed on the plate? And that is the 5th thing every black woman should know.
How about this? You can, because I'm not, sometimes you have to work smarter and not harder. So, you're right, they do have the boxed options or whatever, but can you take the boxed option ingredients and take it up a level? Because you can add baking powder to it or baking soda to it. You can make it fluffier. You can add sugar to it or honey to it. You can do your put cinnamon in it. So it's about elevating. Even if it's a boxed option or a canned option or whatever, it's about learning how to elevate the ingredients.
If you guys are wondering why Robin's been married for 17 years, I think you're seeing Exhibit A right now.
You Google stuff. You YouTube stuff.
Stop being modest. Here's number 6. Any ethnic dish outside of African American. I agree with this. Traditional black dishes are bomb. Love me some soul food. But as we all know, soul food is the most fattening food in America, yo. Can't eat it every day. So we need you to mix in a number of cultural options along the way. My choice, Asian food. Love it. High in seafood, high in vegetables, high in rice options, low in fat for the most part. Perfect. Even though I'll be hungry again in 30 minutes, it's all good. That's the 6th thing every black woman should know.
I agree with that.
What is yours? What is your go-to when you don't cook black food?
It is Japanese food. So it's going to be I forgot the specific name, but my kids will be very mad at me for not remembering. I want to say katsudon. Katsudon is like rice and eggs and like a fried it's like a fried pork chop type of thing that's sliced up with green onions on it. We do ramen at our house, like homemade ramen. So just kind of throwing in different cultural options, I guess.
Will you and Robbie adopt me?
Shut up.
Because, man, y'all cooking Japanese food
Oh
from
my
scratch.
Well, that's really honestly on my kids, though. They started learning about all these things and asking if we can make them. So, got to give them credit for that.
Which coincidentally brings me to my number 7 choice, seafood dishes. Snow crab, king crab, crab boil, gumbo, fried shrimp. I could go on. My woman has to be expert on the crab legs. It's my favorite dish of all time. A crab boil is the way to your boy's heart. Real talk. And if a woman is allergic to seafood, she might as well delete my number from her phone. And me from her socials as well. That's not a red flag. That's a burgundy flag for me. And that's the 7th and final thing a black woman.
Okay, so let me offer this, Danny Mo. Let me offer that she may not know how to do these things right off the bat at an expert level. Maybe she's a novice, but she also needs a man who is like, you know what, babe, like we're gonna keep doing it, keep getting right. You know, so you gotta hang in there with the woman as well. So maybe she's not all the way, you know, an expert at cooking or frying your favorite chicken or making your crab legs or whatever, but you know, if she's willing to kind of keep doing it and getting better, then you know you got to give her some grace.
That's fair. Well, as long as she got the crabs. Oh wait, that didn't come out.
No.
Maybe I'm just saying. Don't you leave me?
You are out there by
Don't you leave me out here by myself. Let's go to Willie real fast. Willie, give me your height, your color, and your hood, Willie.
I'm 5'11". I'm peanut butter, Palmdale.
Palmdale checking in. Drop that. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie.
Good morning. Good evening, Robin.
Good morning. Slow down, man. Can we get through the nighttime? I'm not sleeping, so it could be morning. Who knows? It says you have a sleep remedy. What you got for me?
Well, you can try the Camelo tea. Making Camelo tea.
Carmelo's teeth? What did you say? Mello ain't on the team no more.
I
think you know caramel tea.
Caramel, yeah.
Caramel tea. Yes, that's good too. And so's the caramel one and the chocolate one too.
Chamomile.
I don't know. And also breathing techniques. Breathing 4 in your nose, out your mouth.
What? Say that one more time.
Breathing techniques. Breathing in your nose to a count of 4 and blowing out your mouth at the count of 10.
Okay. You know why that has some validity? Because I think it slows down your heart rate. It brings you down a little bit.
Maybe one of those breathe right strips.
Well, that just helps you stop snoring.
But do you see this nose? Yeah, I might have to use the jaws of life on this nose. I mean, What are you doing? You're not supposed to agree with me. You're supposed to say, Daddy, your nose is small.
I didn't say anything.
Look at these nostrils.
I didn't even say a word.
They're going to use these nostrils on the 405, man. Look at these nostrils. Talk about a tongue. Hey, Willie, I'm up against it. I might try some breathing techniques. I don't know. I got to figure something out.
Yeah, that's a therapeutic thing. All right, Danny.
All right. Have a good weekend, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Your ride reporters on the other side. Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about right now. News and traffic. Check it out.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Tropical storm Nicole is hitting southern Georgia with heavy rain. Nicole has weakened since making landfall in Florida as a Category 1 hurricane on Thursday. Officials in Florida are warning residents to stay safe as the storm moves through. 2 more top Twitter executives are resigning. On Thursday, 2 executives